Right. What's me through? Damn it. Quite big, and thus I need space to move. Must admit, that voice synthesizer thing looks damn painful.
You need to bring them out of hiding and then they'll let you in the door. Go on, hit the vent with your wrench.
Hit the vent. Oh.
Und bitte. It would mean very much to me if you will be gentle with the girl.
Of course.
Mein kleines Mädchen.
You have not rescued or harvested all the little sisters on this deck. I missed one little sister. I remember her. Right, let's go back for the little sister whom I have missed. It's annoying. Hopefully that girl will wait for me. Hopefully.
Ignore the lies of Atlas and his parasites. Rapture is on the rise.
I saw that little girl earlier on as well, didn't I? Damn it.
Andrew Ryan asks you a simple question. Are you a man or a slave?
Great. Let's start by exploring the top part, and then we'll work our way down. I might edit this part out, and just edit straight to getting to the little sister, just to save all you guys having to watch me retrace my steps for the umpteenth time.
I'll admit Fontaine showed some foresight when he built up the plasmid business, but the man really never understood sales. Hiding those little girls beneath a bushel. I've just seen the preliminary design work on the new plasmid machines, and they're exactly what I wanted. Mark my words, presented properly, those little sisters are marketing gold.
So basically Ryan stole Fontaine's work, or Fontaine's idea.
Atlas is a friend of the parasite. Don't be a friend of Atlas.
There we go. sound a bit glitchy there.
Thank you. Upon I think. And another little one with a token of our appreciation.
Ryan sent over extra munitions. He must have suspected trouble. I will lock them up near the protector labs and set the code to 1921. I don't expect we'll ever be needing them, though. Once Big Daddy is ready, nobody cross the Big Daddy.
1921. Okay. Great. Now I can go back there. Huh. Camera, make sure I can see into it. This way. And now let's get back to escorting the little girl.
Atlas is a friend of the parasite. Don't be a friend of Atlas.
Which way did the girl go? The girl went through a door. Yeah, through this door.
The little ones will lead you to Fontaine.
Time to go.
You must protect them.
I'll protect them, don't worry. Time to go, Mr. B. So I am now Mr. Bubbles.
Hurry, Mr. B. I can see an angel dancing in the sky.
You don't even remember most of it. Thought you on a soap when you were just a sprout.
Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
How do you know what I want?
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpokers.
No idea where the fire
No time to rest.
is. Open the door, dearie. I'm not wasting time.
Hurry, Mr. B.
Coming.
Angels are waiting for our kisses.
I really wound you up with that wife and child bit. Oh, me poor Moira.
Time to go, Mr.
Baby,
B.
wee baby Patrick. Maybe one day I'll get me a real family. They play well.
Oh, you are a dick, Fontaine.
Hop,
Floating
Mr.
now.
B. No time to waste. Don't run. No. Oh. Be a slowpoke, Mr. B.
Hang on.
Don't waste your slowpoke.
Supposedly almost indestructible girl has a health bar.
Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting for our kisses.
Test subject number 1. Oh, hurrah.
I can see the angels dancing in the sky.
Look at them. Even though they are physically free of the need to gather, Fontain's mental conditioning still holds them to their terrible
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr. B.
for sins such as these.
Angels don't wait
Can
for
never
slowpokes.
atone.
It was a pretty angel, Mr. B. It looks Adam, Mr. B. Hurry, Mr. B. Angel. Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to wait. Did?
Go then.
Hurry, Mr. B. Angel, dancing in the sky.
Currently you're murdering a machine while you're talking about angels and things.
Hurry, hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
You're the one going slow.
Hurry, Mr. B. I can see an angel dancing in the sky.
Cheers.
Watch out!
This
The
one is
scent in their
right,
harvesting will
Mr.
draw
B.
the attention of this
Don't be a
wife.
slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpoke. I'm a good girl, Mr. B. I see Adam, Mr. B. I'm a good girl, Mr. B.
Yes, you are, dearie. Yes, you are. Being horrendously manipulated.
Don't be a slowpoke, Mr.
You're
B.
doing as you're told.
Angels don't wait for slowpoke.
So depressing. There we go.
Hurry! Hurry, Mr. Bubbles! I'm ready for dream time, Mr. B. Time to go, Mr. B.
Ignore the lies of Atlas and his parasites. Rapture is on the rise.
Angels are waiting.
It's a massive photograph of me. She just took a face full of machine gun.
Hurry, Mr. B. I can see an angel dancing in the sky. Time to go.
How much of this have we got left? God damn escort
Go,
missions.
Mr. B. Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste. Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angel Hurry,
Don't know
Mr.
what I
Bubbles.
was thinking. Never spliced up once the whole time I was down here in this aquarium. Figured it was bad to mix business with pleasure, but... Again, all the nose candy and floor polish I've been wasting time with. This stuff is the mother's milk.
So Fontaine's finally gotten high.
I'll
Fair
be a
enough.
slowpoke, Mr. B. Angels don't wait for slowpoke.
Sorry, let me try. Now then, fight.
I can't move, dearie.
Hurry! The opportunity will draw the attention of this fighter.
Angels don't wait for slowpoke.
Angels don't wait for folks.
It was a pretty angel, Mr. B. Angel looks like dancing. I like it. The fire special. Hurry, Mr. B. Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angel dancing in the sky. Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste. Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting for our kisses.
Where the hell's the girl gone? There she is. Really don't like this blinkered vision. Oh well, never mind.
Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angel dancing.
Battle of the Mr. Bubbles is...
Better for the girl to be with you. Better with you than
Hurry,
alone.
Mr. Bubbles.
Alone in the crawling darkness.
Time to go, Mr. B.
Right there.
Hop, hop, Mr. B. No time to waste.
There you go then, dear. Where are we? Oh dear. Really are taking the long route around here, aren't we? Oh well, never mind. Come on, dear. There you go.
Time to go, Mr. B.
That might be plenty for the scrubs and the pencil pushes, but I need more. More! I want a slice, and right now I love the slice with.
Fontaine is nearby. You are reaching close now.
Hurry, Mr. Bubbles. Oh, I'm ready for dream time, Mr. Bubbles. Hurry, Mr. B. I can see the angel.
Objective complete.
There! You must use the needle of the little sister to drain Fontaine of his Adam. It is the only way to defeat him.
Great.
Fontaine waits above. There will be no going back from here. Make sure you are ready to face him before moving on.
Gotcha. Just get all of those things. I really don't need any of this. Whatever. Put clever inventor in there. Screw it. Okay, I need to drain Fontaine of his oogie booginess. This is basically the final debris. It's the final debris. I'm gonna shut up, I promise. Loading Fontaine.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole, but you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son.
That's
And
nice.
that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
You're gonna come back to kill me anyway, so shut your hole. Crikey. Find Fontaine. Fontaine's Adam.
Go! Go now! Hit him with the needle!
Free.
Come and get it,
Whoa, okay.
you little nut! I paid good money for you. And this is what I get? Come and get it, Moose! You think I'm alone? While I recharge.
You're gonna siphon. Quite hard if I didn't. I hate those things.
This? I'm barely getting started.
Really? Barely getting started.
I had you built. I sent you topside. I called you back, showed you what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up and had tattooed inside your head. Now, if you don't call that family, I don't know what is. And now,
This must be the good ending, I guess.
Come on!
Talk about death by 1,000 cuts. Oh, God bless those girls.
They offered you this city. And you refused it. And what did you do instead? What I've come to expect of you. You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them. A chance. A chance to learn. To find love. To live. And in the end, what was your reward? You never said. But I think I know. A family.
Oh wow. Was that it? Talk about a massive anticlimax. Okay. And that's the game. I was expecting more cinematic at the end, I guess. Oh well. Yeah. That was Bioshock. For anyone who hasn't played it, and might want to, it's a damned good game. I appreciate if you've watched this series, it's kind of been spoiled for you. But I did the good ending. There is also the, I guess, evil ending if you follow Atlas's instructions and kill all the girls instead of rescuing them. Then you'll get the bad ending, so to say. But it was a damn good game. Weaknesses? So the level with what's his face? The artist guy, the guy who was obsessed with art. That, on the one hand, it was a bit of a filler level because it didn't really progress the plot. On the other hand, it did really add to the atmosphere. The final few levels felt a little padded to me, but I could be, maybe that was just my impression, I don't know. I played the last few levels kind of in one session, so maybe that's just my impression. And the ending was very abrupt. Maybe they could have made a little bit more of that. But then it's a silent protagonist, you know, you're playing a character that you don't get to know or anything like that. So yeah, if you want to see the evil ending, go and check out the evil ending. Sorry, I mentioned the problems with it. What was good about it? Amazing at creating atmosphere, but they managed that rarest of things. They didn't, because if you have something that's all, for example, light-hearted, then the light-heartedness loses the sense of being light-hearted because there's no contrast. And ditto, if you do something, whether it's a film or a book or a game or whatever it is, if it's completely unrelentingly grim, you just become dulled to it, numbed to it, because there's no sense of contrast. In this, yes, it's a grim game, but it had those moments of lightheartedness and the sort of inappropriate music. I know it was appropriate in the sense of the setting, but in the sense that it didn't fit what was going on around you. You know, you had this relatively relaxed music, kind of sort of early to mid 20th century, you know, sort of jazz or whatever. Meanwhile, there were these horrific things going on and you were murdering people. So, yeah, the graphics, obviously this game, this was made in this was brought out in 2007, so this game is now almost a decade old. But it didn't, the graphics are stylized enough that they don't feel bad, in my opinion anyway, even a decade later. It's just all told a really, really well put together game. And the only real criticism I have of the game is the ending. But it seems people always struggle with endings. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a book, whether it's a film, whether it's a game, whatever. If you're telling a story, you always struggle with that ending. And this game, you know, the problem with the ending, I think to a certain extent, was that you're a faceless, nameless protagonist who never speaks. And it all just felt a little bit abrupt. But nonetheless, fantastic game. I thoroughly recommend it. Go and play it yourselves. Now, of course, I have to work out what I'm going to do in its stead. So there is that challenge. Anyway, that was Bioshock, me derping my way through it. I hope you guys enjoyed that little visit to Rapture. If you did and you haven't already, you might want to go and check out my Alan Wake series. It's it was the first time I tried to do live a recording of live gameplay, so there were a number of hiccups with it, so do bear that in mind. But yeah, you might want to go and check that out. You might want to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Whatever, it's entirely up to you. Either way, whatever you decide to do, I hope you enjoyed it if you've been following this series throughout. I thoroughly recommend this game, and I hope you have fun doing whatever it is you're spending your time doing. Just enjoy yourselves, and I'll catch you in another video, hopefully. Ciao, ciao.